Okay, I'm back. Now I'm going to show you how you can use a ship as a rest stop to get oxygen, especially from a circuit like the rally that's going to be done pretty soon, or doing laps around or circuits around Levski. I'm going to use the 600i as an example. The Littlemissuk is still outside in the Greycat trying to learn the course.
Okay.
Anybody who'd like to join us and take part in these trainings, please join me through Discord. Where am I? Still can't multitask. I'm supposed to get the 600i.
Oh. I'm back at Levski.
Obviously, this event can't really take place with the 600i properly until 3.1 comes out. Reason being, that's when the grab lift is actually working, so you can put the rovers and the cyclones on there. And the Noxes. But the main use of the 600i will be for a rest stop to get the oxygen levels back together, depending on how long the race is or how quick they use up the oxygen levels. Now, if I'm right, Littlemissuk should be running low on oxygen very soon.
I'm in a Greycat.
Yes, but you still have to breathe oxygen from somewhere. The Greycat does not produce oxygen. None of the land vehicles produce oxygen, only the ships at the moment. So as soon as I get the 600i to you, actually, that vehicle can for the ambulance, actually. Oh, that won't be out for about 2 years.
Oxygen, I've got 51 minutes, 35 seconds left.
So you've got 1 hour left.
Yeah.
So that's plenty of time for you to learn the course. Now, this would work if you're not on Levski, okay? But the ship at the moment, until they fix the bug, you have to take off from Levski so you can breathe the oxygen on the ship. Doesn't work if you do it at Port Hollister. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to take the 600i. I'm going to try and find the jump point. Trying to find the pit stop. There's actually 2 pit stops there. It can get very confusing. It's actually the bridges. I want the second one. Prefer to use the 600i at the moment because that can actually load quite a few small vehicles on there.
Can we nip this rate up? It's quite
Now, when the Hercules first came out, I didn't have a use for that. Oh gosh.
Yeah, we are.
What's on the internet?
Are you sure that?
No, it's not. That's a different code. That's a different code.
I can still use that course. Well,
Well, I don't think I took off any 609, so she could still be there. This demonstration that we'll do now, obviously, we're going to park the 600i at one of the pit stops, and we're going to actually run around the course on foot. Now, as you can see, the oxygen will deplenish. Obviously, this is when you've got to get back and get oxygen to refill your oxygen levels. These won't be in the game when it's finally released, but this is something that's entertaining, to add some entertainment into whatever you're doing at the time. Does that say?
recovery.
That's it.
Yeah.
Right, you are in. I'll back out and I'll launch in from to yours.
Okay.
Oh, I'm back in too. Oh, okay. I'm back in.
Oh, cool.
Right. So you should be back in the Greycat then. At the moment, when I take off, I have to use space brakes, but I'm going to try and adjust that to use stabilizers. Reason being because it hovers about when you're taking off, you see. In the big ships, that is. The small ships is not a problem.
Yeah, I am.
Yes, it is glitchy when taking these ships up in the pairs. To the right, that's the pit stop or the starter where the players usually start from. So I'm going to try and get this ship as closest to that as I can. So they can actually load, but there's no ships on there at the moment, obviously, because just being glitched. Usually this would actually be full of ships. This brings the Hercules into play for something like this now, loading utility ships for races, etc.
You say glitchy. Is that where you find something?
No, glitch. No, it means when you try to do something, it doesn't work properly. Yeah, that's one of them, yeah. Let me try and land this. And you can see that's the start point. Oh, this will be actually used as a rest stop. I've not gone all the way down. I always like to check that I've landed properly, you see. I'm not landed on the course. Now with this ship, you can land 2 cyclones, 1 rover, and 4 Noxes all at the same time. But one thing you'll notice, the lifts on the 600i doesn't go right down. Oh, look on this one. Stop there, stop there, stop there. If you can make it to the arm 600i. Look on this, hasn't got much oxygen in her ship at the moment. Okay, I'm just going to open the doors so she can actually jump on and charge up her oxygen levels. But one thing you'll notice is, if you don't think it's working, she'll be able to take off her spacesuit inside the 600i at this point. Okay? I'll just have to open the doors for her first.
Have you landed?
Just give me a second, please. Open the exterior. You want to look through now, okay?
Yeah.
Just getting this into the party. Really?
No? You said no, I'm our leader.
Well, oh. Okay, can you lead? You're the leader?
Yeah, I'm the leader.
And you can't see my ship? Okay, I'll lead then, yeah? See, as you know, earlier on, I had a bit of a glitch, you see, so we didn't do it properly. Okay? You still...
Right. Yeah, but yeah, it's just landed. Except fish.
Right, you should be getting with it. What I'm going to do now, as you can see, you come closer. I'll greet little miss. Where are you? Anyway.
We're trying to come towards you, but...
Yeah. You can't see it now, can
Yes,
you?
I can see you.
Okay, I'm just don't know where she is at the moment, so I can't really... Okay, there she is, just not there, just not there, just not there. There she's there at the left, don't get out yet, don't get out yet, don't get out yet. Because I need to get out, you see. But I'm going to meet you at the lift door, you see. This is just a demonstration on how to keep the rally players with options and refills and whatnot. Pit stops, whatever. Right, look on the ski jump on now, please. You jumped onto the back.
Sorry?
Let me know when you're on.
I'm trying to get out of the ship. Greycat.
You're a piece of press.
Alt F. It's not letting me come out.
Just keep your hand on it. You out yet?
No.
Right, press Alt F and keep your hand on it. Well, there's something, a key there that says exit. You can create it. As you can see, the Cummins is down there, but she's having trouble getting out of the vehicle at the moment. Looking for exit. Why do you try looking to the right?
Looking to the right.
Okay, look to the left then.
Yeah.
Which keys you button?
Top one.
That one there?
No. This one here.
That one? I'm just looking for the I can almost see snow.
You can't shoot me.
Just try it. Try Alt F and keep your finger on it. As it works in the passer.
Yes. Yeah.
No.
Yes. Oh, F. Oh, I got out of it just now. It was all F.
Do away. Now I'll try to get out. No, you need to press and hold. Okay, alright. Let's try something like need oxygen. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go back into because you can't get it from there. Sorry, I don't think I'm going to have to be able to carry this video on either. Yeah, she cannot kill herself, you know what I mean, but
That would defeat the object.
keep trying, don't stop, just keep trying. I want to try something here, you see. Right, let's see if it works for us. What I'm trying to do is see if I can load suspension. If I can load the suspension, she can actually drive the Greycat on here. And I don't think I can do that. See what I mean? It's straight to the past, you see, and other things. You see, because he's got spring suspensions, the pilot should be able to put pressure on the arm thrusters to bring it down. Let's have a look now. See if you can drive on that. I don't think you can. Straightforward.
No.
Okay. Now follow me then, yeah? I know what you're all thinking. Just kill herself! I got a better
He's
idea.
like that.
I got a better idea. Just get the bearings. I'm actually looking for the other landing pad actually. There it is. You following me?
Yeah.
You see to follow?
I can see your thingy.
I can't go through them small things, so you have to drive around them obviously. I try not to say anything on the way. Thank you. Ah, there she is. Just at the bottom by the lights. I keep driving, just keep driving. You know what you're to drive?
Pardon? Following the beacon bit thingy.
You just keep following that track. Just keep following the track.
Alright.
Where's she going now? Oh, she'll be there all day. I'll just try to land this. Okay. So it needs to be put on a ledge so she can get down. might have to land nose off. That's a bad one. Let's see this one. It might just be low enough for you. I think she's lost.
Okay.
Well, you know, you've only got half an hour's of oxygen left, okay?
Yes, I know. Well, I'm done. I think I'm in space.
Well, when you're sure, let me know, okay? But now I have to go all the way back. Is the vehicle in space?
Yeah, I think so.
Why have you pressed F4 yet to find out?
Yeah, look.
What do you see?
Space.
No, look, do 3 dimension. You're not in space. Well, look up.
I said, why can't I move?
No, you're not in space. You're gonna get me glitched here. No. I think I've glitched. That's what happens with these doors if you don't do them properly, you see. Well, one of them, if I get one open, the rest will open. Okay. And come right back down. Does it drive? I've not tried that yet.
I tried driving it.
I'll kill yourself and I'll do something, yeah. Okay, Littlemissuk has to rejoin us a different way now. Okay. Now, as you can see, I am on the ship and I'm not on Levski. I'm in Levski, but I'm not in Levski, okay? The first thing I'm going to do is check my oxygen level. And you see it's 100. As long as it stays there, you're okay. I'm going to take off my helmet. I'm going to undress basically. Undersuit.
Okay.
And as you can see, I'm walking around, but I don't want to drop down there. If I drop down there, well, I think you know what's going to happen, don't you? Let's make it interesting. So basically what I'm trying to say is, when you do your relay races and you need to have a rest stop, okay, this is where you load them in from, or any vehicle for that matter. But I choose to use this ship because I can load so many vehicles on it at the same time for a small little race between a couple of members, or have so many ships to do these races. But sometimes, just in case, there might be pocket locks and you can still die. Just keep an eye on the oxygen level. You know if it's not working until it starts going down. Well, I'm not going to be doing a tour of the ship, obviously. That's a pocket lock, which you heard just now. So checking the pocket levels, it's okay. I'm actually on the wrong level now. Okay, oh, the bedroom. And you can see every time you go for a pocket level, that's an airlock actually in the game. That won't be as bad when you go through. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm breath myself actually. Yeah, it's a bug in the game, but luckily it's just intimate. But in the Levski, the lift going down to see Eric Akag, what's his name?
Miles Eckhart.
Yeah, that takes a little bit longer. Because you're actually in the elevator on that one, you see. I've done this so many times. If you see the past videos, you'll know that you can actually breathe on there. I'm doing these demonstrations so other people watch these videos, so when they want to make content, they'll know the limitations and not have to go through all the tests that I've got to just get to this level. That's even folks and everything. 600 is what I'm supposed to be working on, but at the moment, the guys have asked me to try and create an event for them so they can participate and I'll do whatever in the next few days. So I'm just trying to create as much content as I can so they can put it together themselves and see with what I've got to them already. I'll throw my on. I'm on the first floor. The Cummins is actually on the way. She's about 1,200 kilometers, 1,200 meters away from me.
Yeah, I got Levski.
Oh, whichever.
Yeah, I'm coming to meet you.
I won't take this ship out on combat. I know it's a combat ship, but it's got no size 4s on it anymore. It's got size 5s. And I don't think size 5 actually works with this ship because basically it can't turn. So you need gimbal weapons on this ship to be effective. The shields are adequate, but you have to know what you're doing. I prefer 2 shields on this actually, because I've actually been creating content to do with shields at the moment in different variations. Basically, you can overclock your shields and they go to 150 when they overcharge. When I'm using my calibrating shields, they don't go over 150, but they're still overclocked. So it gives me surplus power for whatever I want it for, which I think is pretty good. But if the shields go down on these ships, they take a very long time to repair. That's the weakness on this. But you've got reinforced shields, but it's not enough. The community is not even starting to make a way just yet. So I'll just take a seat. Oh yes, taking a seat. While I'm in here, I know there's a big project at the moment about these doors and traffic going through the basically there's a rock raw. Well, I said it's not raw. This is the lounge or whatever, the VIP area. When the engineers want to go through the ships, they have to go through the VIP area. Okay? Well, they don't have to. You see, when these doors open, when you fill up the cargoes, these are actually full. Okay? But these are not full. These can be used as doors. Okay? And these doors will go either to the other hallway or to the other elevator around the back. But the good thing about this level, the lift for the landing deck or cargo deck where the rover goes is on the same level. So when they want to move engineering stuff, they don't need to go through the VIP section. They can just go through here when they put doors in here, turn left or wherever it goes and whatnot. It's hard to draw a map sometimes, but if you can see, that's the engineers. This is the engineers section, okay? That has got cargo. That will be turned into a door. But if you look on the other side, it's also the same. Now you are on the bottom level of the ship, not the second level, okay? And the corridor on that side of the ship also goes the same way as that does. Now if you look, that is facing the front of the ship. Now if I was to extend the corridor, I don't think anything's behind that, you see. Check again. As you can see, there's nothing behind it. Extend the corridor going straight through. If you extend this one, it will go to the lift. Okay? Remember, that's going to the front where the landing deck is. Just to give you an idea. Okay? And on the other side, it's the same. I know there's a fridge there. Forget about the fridge. They'll sort that out. And you see that's there going to the back. I don't believe there's any obstructions there because I like to hide a lot of space, you see. So those will put the doors back in and a corridor going to the back. Now it's going to the front, and that then corridors will then lead to the landing deck where the big cargo deck is at the front. I'm going to go upstairs. I'm going to go up the stairs and show you what I mean. This wasn't supposed to be an example on this. As you can see, if you look to the back there, that's going all the way to the back, and it's about the same there. Now, obviously, that's the gun room, whichever you want to call it. But directly underneath here is where the landing deck is. Okay. Now, I'm going to try and go to the next level, where I think them two corridors would meet. I was supposed to actually do a separate video on this actually, but I've been doing so many things lately. Getting 600i now is not that easy. As you can see, I'm losing oxygen now, okay, because of the air pocket. Right, okay. Now, as you can see, you've got the lift there. On one side of the engine bay on this level, depending on what level it is, it will come into the lift, okay? So that would be used to bring in hand luggage, or you can't. Yeah, you can still go through there. It'll use it as an extra door or whatnot. Okay, there's the landing deck. So obviously, as you can see, they've got the cargo. They're traveling through in here through to make these doors bigger, obviously. They can go through there, but if they can't go through there, there's here. They can make a doorway there that will be big enough to bring them big size crates in. Okay? there's no toilets on that side. I'm almost sure of it. The toilets are on that side. So you got the toilets on that side. So obviously, because the toilets on that side, it can't be done on this. So you can have the passageway on this side, going from the engineer that's behind there, I presume. Got myself lost now. So they'd have to make the corridor here somewhere and go around to the other side. And that will take you straight to the back of the engineer's room. This one, if you used to make it this side, you might get obstructions because of the toilet on that side behind here. That's if they do decide to change it, that would be the best way. But one thing they're going to have to do to keep it real, they're going to have to make these passageways a bit bigger. And the reason being, they've got some big size 3 power plants, and they're not going to go through them doors. Okay? Keeping traffic normal, and nobody's interfering with the VIP passengers. Gameplay can be created for these, but we've got to invent them. Littlemissuk still hasn't moved. I've been waiting for the last half hour. Alright, I think this video can end for now. We'll just have to do another take on this.
Oh, where am I?
As you can see,
back in Levski.
yeah, I know I could see that because I could see by the numbers. I'm on the landing deck. Yeah, I mean, I'm holding up for people to use it. And
I was 900 meters away from you, and I died.
You think so?
No, I'm just saying now.
Yeah, I know, but you let me up and yeah, yes, okay, no problem. Basically, Littlemissuk died again, you see.
I don't know how, but I did. I'm literally 920 meters away from you.
So you only traveled 200 meters. The reason why there's nothing on this at the moment because I was supposed to be doing tests on Levski Circuit, you see, and if there's nobody on the ship after a certain time, usually it just disappears. And to put 4 knocks on here, 2 cyclones and a rover, which I can't do until the next couple of weeks, and taking what, half an hour to about an hour to load them on, it's a bit pointless sometimes. There's so much you can do with this, you've just got to be creative. And at the moment, I'm actually trying to mod my own shields. But since they've changed certain things in the 3 point in the PTU, I've actually seen other things actually I can use to my advantage. There's no point testing the shields on this ship at this moment with the size 5 guns, because obviously you do need guns sometimes. It gives you time to sort yourself out. Littlemissuk is going to call a ship by the looks of it. I thought she was coming too, but she's not.
I am, I'm tourist issue that way, it's probably easier. Because I cannot find keep.
Well, leave it, it's okay, leave it. All you need to do is just practice. But do different things all the time, you know what I mean? So basically, I'm not on your radar, no?
Yes, you are on my radar.
Okay. So in this video, we go to plan. Let's see if I can do something on the Terrans. I think I switched the engines on.
Does that count for what, while you keep doing that breathing?
Right. This is the right turret. Okay. Now, the right turret can hold size for combined ballistics or anything to do with that size. I'm just trying to look outside. It's not working at the moment because obviously I'm still in the restricted zone. But I think they're size 2 repeaters, but they can be taken out and put size 4 on these. So this now, when you think about it, is actually more powerful than the Constellation. Why? Because this one can face the front, and if it's all size 4, you've got 4 forward facing guns facing the facing forward, and you've got one more at the back that can also hold size 4 rotating too. I still need to do a lot with it because I'm having trouble focusing these at the moment. See, because I can't keep it steady. Alright, let's see if we can get back out of this. Right. That operates this. Which one was it? Was it front or was it back? I forgot now. Anyway, what you guys seem to forget, this ship has got 5 stations. Okay? You've got 1 station, you've got 1 seat there for the pilot, and you've got 2 seats there, supposed to be for the co-pilot. But what you need to take into account, these co-pilots now have to man the turrets. Now, if they're manning the turrets, they're actually blinded. They can't keep on the engineering side making sure the shields are up, the power levels or whatnot. And if the shields go down on these ships, you've got a problem. You've got 2 stations in the back. Okay? Now, because the ship has not been finished yet, I think one of the seats should be engineer and the other one should be science. Okay? That's something new coming into the game. It also gives the ship an extra role. Yes, I think someone says it's going to be a science station, but when you start listening to everybody else, you start questioning yourself, what's it going to be? But basically, the 2 seats at the back will be engineering stations come science stations, okay? Those can control the weapons, level, power levels, everything else, while the science does the scanning, exploration and whatnot, giving it the ship more versatility. So you don't really need to put extra seats in the front, but yes, you can put extra modules in the front or functions because it is dead space in the front, but you don't need extra seats. It's taking away the seats from the back, because if you put more seats in there, you're going to need more beds. Now, I don't know if Littlemissuk have left Levski yet. I'll just have a look in a sec. She did that to me one day, and I was sat here for 12 hours, and she'd gone to bed, and she hadn't left Levski yet. Or she's 1200, so she might have just left. No. When she gets here, she'll hardly have no oxygen left. But because this ship took off from Levski, it can contain the oxygen. As I was saying, you've got 2 stations here. Normally these 2 stations would be at the front of the ship, but obviously it serves a different purpose. But obviously you can't always be scanning, you can't always be doing science. So obviously if it's multi-role, it can have different purposes. You can have 2 science or 2 engineer or 1 science and 1 ex-engineer. Scanning stations, whichever. They both still do scanning work, you know what I mean? I don't know if I can sit inside this one. Yes, I can. I just remembered. And you can also do navigation, which is also important to these big ships now, because you can't land these ships normally now because the visibility isn't very good downstairs. So, as you can see, now the science department, because they can't land the ship properly, somebody in the navigation, in the science department can now navigate the ship home. See, it works. And scan and explore at the same time. I think the compass is broken down again. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take the ship back, I'm going to put some guns on it, and then might put the modulating shields on. Can't sit here for 3 hours there, you know what I mean? You'll catch up with me.
So you already head up to Levski?
I don't know, you carry on, you carry on. By the time you get here, I should have got some guns on this, you see. And I might just go first thing. So this will be a long video, which can be done. I can do some open tests, you see. Oh, I'm in the wrong seat. As you can see, I'm still in my civvies. What I think, in this type of ship, running around in spacesuit, it looks ridiculous. All the other ships, yeah, because it fits the part, but this one, because of the way it's been designed, I don't really think you should have a spacesuit really, you don't need it. Just make sure the functions are there so you can use it as a normal ship. Stabilizers.
I'm pretty close up.
How far are you?
1,400 or something. I'm getting there.
You say 1,400?
Yes.
Okay.
It's also about 18.
Well, according to that, you're going back to lesson.
Sorry?
Nothing, it's a word. I had towards you. Oh, go on, make your way back to this again. You're on your way back there, if you want to, that is. I'd take landing pad 1. Was it board? No, it was a board game up. It's either newbie fire. Oh, what was the other guy? I know it's one of them. They wanted to take that post down. You see, if I had a navigator in here, there now, she'll be actually navigating me in here while I do other things as a pilot.
Oh, I don't have it Levski. Alright. Oh, somewhere.
When you see that I call it a steeplejack, that should identify it as landing bay 1, just in case you don't know. You see the reason why you need a navigator, because the pilot can keep an eye on his instruments, you see. Make sure he's level and everything. They give me number 1.
Maybe not what you wanted.
No, it's just to give a demonstration how they can identify the stabilizers. Let's check. See if at the moment, I'm using space brakes as stabilizers until I get them working properly. And it does tend to sway, you see. The last thing you want is these big ships to glitch. I seem to have it sway more when this comes in the ship with me. Whoa. Now, if those space brakes wasn't on, it would have actually swayed from side to side and then glitch. And if you're doing hauling with catapults and stuff like that, you don't want that to happen. Right. Now, by rights, as you know, I'm still breathing oxygen on the ship. I should be able to get off here, back onto the hangar deck of Levski, because Levski hangar deck also contains oxygen. When Houston is implemented, then we should be able to go from station to Levski without using spacesuit at all. You'll notice I'm not doing the heavy breathing now. Jump off. Send it up. Oh, so what's happening? Something's happening. Well, that's strange. Right, so it can't be reversed. I'll remember that next time. But at least you know you can actually take the oxygen off. So coming back to Levski, I think you just know what happens there. There's always workarounds. With the hangar deck, as you already know, you can breathe oxygen on there. Hey, I think he did that to me once in the corner spot. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to put some size 4 lasers on here, okay? And 3 of them actually I didn't think would be pretty powerful, but they are. When they're gimbal, that is. To be able to put weapons on that 600i, I've actually got to spawn another ship. So I'm going to spawn the Nox. That will despawn the 600i.
I'm standing here looking at you.
Hold on a sec. Are you still in your civvies? Are you in civvies?
No.
Well, I'm going to go into civvies. If that's okay with you. What was I going to do now? Ah, yes. I was, Todd calls it strip the ship. Right, where am I? 600i. You can't take off all the weapons off the 600i. It's a bug at the moment. I don't know if it's fixed in the PTU. Okay. So I'm just going to keep it basic. Just let me just take off these texts so I don't get confused. And I'm just going to load the weapons from this constellation. Okay, that's the only one at the moment that holds the gimbals. Take off the size 7s and use, these are from the constellation. Size 7, you've noticed I'm actually getting the gimbals first. Okay, now I'm going to load the cannons. I'm not going to use those because they run out on me, and this can run all day actually. I'm going to off equip it, and I'm going to re-equip it so it acknowledges it. Okay, as you can see, it's up there now. And I've done all the rest there for me at the same time. That's all done, now save it. I am going to change one more weapon. One more. That doesn't need to change. All these are from all my other ships, you see. I'm going to change the cooler to military. Taking it off the Starfarer. Save it. It's simple. I'm not going to touch the heatsink because every time I go and do the heatsink, it messes up. So that's all I can do for now. But what weapon I would like to use on the remote turret, I'll start working the missiles soon. Those are actually working pretty well now, the armed missiles. On the remote turret, oh wait a minute, they've changed it. You can't take the remote turrets off now. Oh, okay. Well, in the past you was able to remove the remote turrets, and when you remove that, you could put size 4 in it, but I think they've removed that now. But anyway, yes, going back to these weapons, if these are locked onto this ship for someone knows I can't change them. But if I could change them, I would use those. Those are excellent. Those are from my Sabre Raven, and you've got 8 of those. Wait, 1, 2. You've got 4 of those, size 3. Oh, is that size 2? No, size 3. There's the size 3 weapons, aren't there? So they're happy to nip it all in conjunction. One quadrille, whatever it's called, and 1 repeater. That's what I've got access to at the moment, you see. And size 3s on there, and they would tear a ship apart. And you don't need to worry about the power because the shields are not using no power, which I'm going to try and demonstrate if nobody blows me up. So, but I'm not going to change those. Right. Okay, look at this, he's going to be coming on my private jet. She made the air in the end. You know what she was doing? She was putting her bloody nails in the back.
Her nails?
Not my nails I was painting. Right. So it seems like when you're coming back into Levski, you have to put your suit back on. My ship usually goes up before I get back, so I didn't really know that was happening. So let's test it actually.
Your ship has been delivered to the following landing pad.
Tractor beam 1. You know what I should have done? I should check the oxygen level first actually. Where's your pants, little miss? Now we're just waiting for some clothes from CIT so the covers can start wearing some.
Yeah, if you've jumped. What about
Oh, hi, there you are. So I usually walk at the side of her, but they don't give you much time before they despawn your ship, you see. I've got a couple of things to do when I get in there. Step back, step back. Don't go on it yet, don't go on it, don't go on it yet, don't go on it yet. Let it settle first. Now leave on. You steady?
Yeah.
Have you got ground start?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, come sit in the front. You can operate the rear guns. If that's alright with you. You need time to set them up. Oh, I can't use half the functions anyway.
Modulating shields.
I won't be putting the voice tactics full extent because the speaker's pretty far from the station. I was putting the second 1080 Ti card in so I can get 8K again like I used to have. I don't have the problem with the shops, you see. But they give me a brand new spanking 1080 Ti. I've got two now from the SLI, which you think it doesn't work. It's got other uses. Okay, let's see if it glitches in the way out. Engines. I thought you were sitting. Oh, you don't want to sit down, okay.
I'm waiting for you to take off so I don't
No,
hit you.
don't worry about it. I still need to work out these glitches. Go on, let me know when you're in. It might be okay, you know what I mean? I'll just come on, take off the stabilizers. Right, you need that for now, don't you?
Yep.
Unlock. You've got access to the main rear turrets, and I'm going to take off now with stabilizers. Yes, no, it's you that glitches me actually.
Sorry?
One second. Ooh. Right, let me just start again. Right, that's okay. Let's use thrusters. Let's see if that helps. You need to go on the intro, you need to go on a diet. I'm taking the piss. Women say they get very, very sensitive.
Landing gear raised.
Right. At the moment, I'm very slow in setting up these weapons for whatever reason, so I like to set them up. What's happened? What's happened?
I don't know. Everything seems okay.
I should know these weapons off by heart now. I need to go back into reference. Systems. So it's Mercury, Super Drive, Shield Generators, Strong Guard, that's not one. And so we go. The jump drive I don't need. So it's either Super Drive or the aUEC. What is it? Super Drive. Super Drive. The aUEC is I don't need. Well, let's hope I'm right. It's supposed to be a jump drive. It's a power. Let's see what we can go from there now. Checking landing gear. Activating boosters.
Roger.
Alert. Systems overheating. Modulating shields. Modulating shields.
Did you cut down the shield level?
No, I haven't touched anything.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Well, the reason I mentioned it because I'm only showing 75% on the shield. I heard you. The shields are only showing 75%. Jump out and see it. I've never seen that before. Ah, one minute, so look at this. No, so what's wrong? I did hear you modulate the shields when you came in, you see. Right. That's different. The shields are only showing 75%. Try go back in there again and see if you can move things on the shield. I'm going to climb out the atmosphere. Let's see if I turn something off here. Oh. Let's see what's happening now. Just wait for the shields to charge up. Okay, the shields are at full strength now. As you can see, the shields are at all round 150%. But when I put modulating shields on, it drops it back down to 100%. So that means my shields won't overheat, but still will work and overcharge. But they're still not quite tuned in properly because every ship works different with these shields. But if you watch the power level, it should drop to 100.
Modulating shields.
And that's where it should stay. So you don't hear me having problems now. Another thing you'll also notice, okay, I'm now using gimbaled weapons. Now because this is such a big ship, you can't turn as quick. But now, I actually believe this has got a better angle coverage than the Constellation. They can't go that wide. Look at the coverage on that. That's the gun turning to the angle. Ah! Gimbal weapons can go in overdrive. Okay. Let's just test that. See, I'm learning two at the same time. Right, gimbal weapons. It's got 3 of them. Let's see if it does what I think it does. Now what I'm thinking what will happen, I don't really think these use much power, I don't know obviously, but what I'm going to test now, see how quick them gimbals move. Oh. See. sorry about it. I didn't mean to kill him so quick. No, what had happened there actually, I had no helmet on, so I weren't taking no chances. Right, I'm going to put my helmet on. You come listen, put your helmet on. What happened there? Oh, I've got the seat. You don't get the seat. Because you can, yeah? You do need your helmet for combat because there's not enough stuff in there at the moment to put that into activity. Locked out the ship. You come this regular?
My seat still.
I'm happy to reset all the weapons again now. There's no lights in the ship.
No power for the ship.
No, there's power. But something happened when I jumped out the sea. You could have smashed right into a rock, you know.
I don't know, but I've got nothing. I can't see what.
Can you speak to the snappers? I can hear what you said.
I can't see anything.
When he's got you sitting, come back in again, no? I've got no skill. Oh shit! No, I don't get with a 65-inch screen, so when you jumped out of the sea, they felt like you was coming at me. I didn't expect them to figure you was on the ship.
You just told me to get out of my seat.
Right, something's happened to me, so I've got no control. 1 minute. The shields work.
Modulating shields.
Right, shields work.
Modulating shields. Weapons deactivated. Weapons active.
Something has happened to the ship. I'm not quite sure what. Because it said I've got power, but I can see no screens.
Have you tried turning it on?
Yes, I turned it off, and then I turned it back on, and there's still nothing.
Let's see what happened in here.
Weapons deactivated. Weapons active. Origin checkworks. Active service. Operational. Contact.
This is a new one. Don't get out of the seat just yet. I'll see if I can, if the sleep would work around one stuff. You've got guns?
I've got guns, but I cannot move. I can't face to front, I can't face to back.
Jump out the seat. I must have burnt out the batteries with this shit. No, that couldn't have been, it's never done that before, it's something else. Something happened and put the ship on red. Yes, we've got oxygen. Ship's got oxygen.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be an engineer. These bugs only happen when two people comes onto a ship, something like this. It's all new gameplay bugs. Now, because me and Littlemissuk always play together, we'll always have experience of this and find a way to work around it. Now, when you guys go in there for the first time, you'll be pulling each other's ears out, but we'll actually have
Ears? Hair.
What's the difference? Same thing to me. Well, same sort of thing anyway. As you can see, it's a bug and it has to be worked around. Now, what's going to... I think it's the fault of the ship, actually. Well, look at this. Now, what she's going to do, she is going to go to bed, log off and log back in. Now, there is a bug in the bed. She's looking for the bed. She's looking for the bed. Every woman should know where the bedroom is. But what are you standing there for? People want to get off it up. Okay, well, okay, let's give you something, yeah?
There is definitely something wrong with this ship. Because
Okay,
I'm
tell you.
going to go this place, but I'm not sure.
Well, okay, you jump into the cockpit seat and I'll go to bed then.
I'm going to bed now. And find it.
Hi, Frizz.
Everything's wrong with it. I'll look for a while. It's spooky.
I'm still going to see if I can activate the ship's powers from here. Nothing. Well, the door still works. Sorry, I should let you know I was opening the door. Sorry about that. You could have flashed you through out and I wouldn't have been able to get you back. Just hang 6 a minute, please. Just hang 6. Right now you can make your way now. I can't stop the ship. Oh, I still got firepower. If we don't get in here, we've had it. You make your way up the ship, yeah?
Activating shields.
I don't think these are working, but still in here. So navigation. We have to do something quick, because sooner or later we're going to be hitting a rock.
I'm trying to find a way around.
Have you made your way to the bottom level yet?
No.
Right. You need to get into the bottom level through one of the lifts, yeah? Not the one nearest to us and press exit. We want the lower level, nothing else, yeah?
Okay.
Nice. Just in case they are working, I don't know that they're working. Because I can't even see what's shooting at me. Those are combines that I know for a sound. I know them sounds.
I'm logging out.
Okay. Let me know when you log down, then just log back in instantly. You got. Log back in the normal way, yeah?
Yeah. This is your page for me.
Did you switch off the power on this?
No. I couldn't turn it off, I couldn't turn it on. There's nothing there.
Well, you've got gun control. Oh, you haven't got control.
I'm logged out.
If you log back into it, I'm just going to watch the back of this shit.
Like, doing friend or visit location.
Anyone you want, Jackie? The time so well. We'll jump in the cockpit see and see what you've got control of.
Yeah.
How do you join?
Join friends.
Okay. I should get you back in. Well, if you're looking at this here now, if I can lock the gimbals, I can still control the propulsion going backwards. But the movement's not as much as the size 4s. Right, so all I have to do is just bring to an angle.
Hello. Welcome. We were doing a little van duel. Van dueling? Yeah. Or Brian was just doing it. We were just bugging us.
So two oversized cars drive at each other.
No, it wouldn't let me exit the bed.
You're not on the ship?
I'm on the ship, but it's not letting me exit the bed.
Well, you need to work that one out, obviously. Because
Well, the board was originally designed for guys to get together to do something, and then you just drop down to the rooms and do them. And then it would be fairly obvious what they were doing when they were down there. At least that's the way it was supposed to work. A lot of times we just sit in the bar and play, because everybody's too lazy to drop down.
We all like hanging out.
Yeah. And other guys, you know, even though they may not be playing, they don't want to be left out of the loop.
Well, it's a cockpit, yeah?
About that mystery, I wasn't able to make the flying session yesterday.
Well, it was alright. It was fun. I posted a little Facebook action to let everybody know. We had a good time. It was like 10 of us. Shot a lot of Vandal. Fucking Frizzer's fan.
Were you glitched?
He got our org up to like 6 now on the Vandal list.
No, I'm moving.
I thought it was 4. 4. We had the highest kill to death ratio of
Where did you go to the ship?
We were slaughtering them.
Okay, which bed?
We needed more Vandal.
One of the jet beds.
The small bed.
I wish I could get better weapons.
Okay. Right.
I'm sorry, Space?
Were you able to get everyone in one session?
No, we had to do it in 4s. That's the only way to make it count on the leaderboards is to do it in on a multiplayer server.
I don't know how.
Oh, the ship's gone back blue.
Or 4 in a pirate swarm.
The ship's gone back red.
Well, it must be me then.
We could have gone private, but we had some guys would sit out for 10 or 15 minutes, and then they would come in, and you would sit out. So we kind of rotated. It was okay. But later, we can go to private servers if we're not there to raise our stats.
I'm out of the ship.
And
don't worry, I'll come back to this
16
one step at a
16
time.
in co-op or something. We can get in it. We can get everybody in. We just have to go to a private server, or we can do battle royale with 20 or 30 people, and we all shoot each other. We just didn't do that. We just fly around, kill Vandal, get our eyes back. You get rusty.
You're trying to hit some silence and all.
And then the next patch, it'll all change again. Exodus was slaughtering them too. Me and Frizzer were going at it. And I switched my load out and started getting over.
Right. Okay.
Shield system inactive. Shield system active.
You have my spacesuit on?
Nice and wet.
Well, does that mean yes? It must mean yes. Right, okay.
Origin showboards at your service. Core system operational. Contact.
I'm good.
I am? No, not condition up. Oh, yes, you are. And what was I going to do now before whatever?
Weapons deactivated. Weapons active. Shield system inactive. Shield system active.
Just the engine can't get working.
Origin showboards at your service. Core system operational. Origin showboards at your service. Core system operational.
Decoupling ship. Decoupling ship.
Nope, no, it's glitched. Okay, folks, I'm going to take a rest on this for this evening because obviously nothing's worked on this video today. Changed it about 3 times to make a story out of it. But there's some good chats now. Leave for about an hour, 2 hours, and so we're going from there.